Powering your Starlink Mini is important, but despite having reviewed numerous batteries on this channel, it's only half of the equation. You do need to mount it somewhere, and yes, you can just throw the Starlink on the ground on a tripod or on a table, but that's not going to do you much good if you want to have the internet while you're driving. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a fantastic 2-in-1 quick release mounting system, perfect for those who need an easy to use reliable mount that works on a variety of surfaces, whilst also protecting your Starlink Mini from damage. This is the Starlink Mini Quick Release Heavy Duty Mount from Parts4Star. I'm going to be showing you how to use it, the different ways of mounting it, and most importantly, I'm also going to be doing something which I have been very curious about for a while now, and that is to carry out some speed testing to see if having a heavy duty cover to protect your Starlink Mini impacts your internet speed experience. So grab yourself a drink and let's get straight to business by looking at what you get inside of the box. Overall, I found the whole mounting system to be fairly well packaged and branded. And because this is a 2-in-1 mounting system, inside of the box you get both vacuum suction cups and magnets. That way you can mount your Starlink Mini to a wide range of surfaces, such as steel or any smooth flat surface like glass or aluminium. You're also going to find inside of the box some spare nuts, not sure what they're used for yet, but I'm sure I'll eventually find out. And finally, inside of the box, you're going to find the mount itself, which is made out of ASA polymer, the same kind of plastic that the Starlink Mini is built from itself. From my research, this kind of plastic offers very high UV and weather stability. And you can really tell that because it does feel very rugged and heavy duty, so you know it's going to last for a very long time outside. The mount has a pop-up carry handle, which is surprisingly handy, and it also has 2 inserts that are part of the quick release mechanism to hold the Starlink Mini in place. Assembling the mount is incredibly easy and straightforward. You start off by unclipping and taking out those mounting inserts, put your Starlink Mini dish inside of the mount, and that's going to fit perfectly inside. It doesn't matter which orientation you put it in, as long as the flat face of the dish is sitting flush on the inside of the mount. Clip the inserts back in and your Starlink dish is now mounted solid with absolutely no free play or movement whatsoever. To take the Starlink out, press the clips in, remove the inserts, and the dish just pops out in seconds. A fantastic, easy to use quick release mechanism. The next 2 steps really depend on your specific setup and circumstances, and that is the power and mounting method. Power-wise, you can plug your power cable straight into your Starlink Mini and run that cable straight to your power source, whether it's a 12-volt DC socket or a USB-C cable. Or as I pleasantly discovered, this mount fits a clip-on Starlink battery pack perfectly, so you can mount your dish completely wire-free anywhere you like. Finally, for assembly, install either the magnetic mounts or the suction cups by screwing them into the cover. And this really depends on the surface you're going to be mounting it on, and I'm going to be covering some examples shortly. You're also going to notice that there are threads on either end of the mount, so you can install the mounts on the top side or the bottom sides of the cover. And this is brilliant because if you're mounting the system on a sunroof, for example, you can choose to install it either inside or outside of the vehicle depending on your preference. Having the suction cup work on either end means that the Starlink Mini dish can always point up to the sky, so you can actually use it. Also, as a professional detailer and someone who works in the car care industry, I really appreciate the nice soft rubber covers on the magnets. That way they're not going to damage your paintwork and scratch it. Just make sure everything is super clean before using it and putting it on your car. With the assembly complete, let's have a look at how this mount actually holds up in the real world. And I'm going to show you some mounting options here. Also, let me just start off by saying that both the mounting options are incredibly strong from my testing. But we're going to start off with the magnets, and this is your best choice if you're mounting the Starlink to a steel structure, such as your vehicle or trailer. It's as simple as gently placing the mount against your desired mounting area. Just be very mindful that these are very strong magnets and you can easily pinch your fingers like I have. Once the magnet's on, you are going to need a fair bit of muscle to take it off or reposition it. Parts4Star claim that the magnetic strength is 80 kilograms or 175 pounds, and I believe it. In my off-road testing, the mount didn't move or budge one little bit. It was completely secure over everything that I drove over. If you do hit a bump or a corrugation strong enough to overpower the magnets, you would have probably broken a few other things in your car. Also, being magnetic, it's not impacted by the heat or weather, so you can really depend on it being secure no matter where you go. But what if you don't have anything magnetic to mount it on? You don't have a steel panel. Most modern cars and canopies are actually made out of aluminium. Camper trailers and caravans are mostly built out of composites, plastics or fiberglass to keep the weight down. So magnets are not going to work in those circumstances. And that's where you really need to use the suction cup mounting system. It doesn't matter whether you're installing it on a glass sunroof or an aluminium canopy, it's going to work perfectly fine as long as the surface is smooth and flat. To use the vacuum pumps, put your mount against the panel that you want to use it on and put some pressure against it just to make sure the cups are seated flat. Then you're going to need to press the suction cup mounting pump until it stops coming back out, and that's going to suck all the air out of the cup, giving you the vacuum pressure you need. This is generally once the indicator line disappears and you're going to feel it no longer sucking air out. The advertised suction power is 250 pounds or 113 kilograms, which are stronger than the magnets, and the magnets are pretty damn strong. Taking it off, however, is much easier than taking the magnets off. All you need to do is push the tab on the cup and the vacuum pressure is automatically going to release. To test the suction cups out, I decided to use the Starlink Mini mount on the side of my Norwell canopy and drive over some bumpy roads. Something that I normally wouldn't do because the Starlink should always point up to the sky, but I really wanted to give the unit a really good test and see if it's going to fall off. But to its credit, it held on firm no matter what I drove over, and it didn't budge as well. Normally speaking, suction cup mounting systems also don't like heat cycles, and that's because the expansion and the contraction of air tends to break the vacuum seal, which is why your phone mount sometimes falls off during a hot summer day. So to test the suction cup a little bit more, I installed the mounts inside of my wife's Tesla with the Starlink and battery connected to represent the actual weight that you're going to have pulling down on the vacuum seals, and as expected, the mount worked fairly well and it didn't fall off. So as a mount, it's secure, tough and versatile. But all of that means nothing if the cover slows your internet speed down to the point of making it unusable. So let's see how the cover impacts your download speeds in some testing. On a perfectly clear and sunny day without a cloud in the sky and in perfect alignment, I ran several speed tests in quick succession. Without the cover, I averaged 885 megabits of download speed per second, 82 megabits of upload speed per second, and a latency of 15 milliseconds. This is almost triple the advertised download speed, which is 300 megabits per second on the official Starlink Mini website. So, let's see if the cover ruins this download speed. With the cover installed and without moving the dish or adjusting any of the alignment, the average download speed was 864 megabits per second, upload speed was 90, and latency was the same 15 milliseconds. From my calculation, this works out to be a speed difference of less than 2.5%. So it's not big, and to be honest, since we got a higher upload speed with the cover on and the latency was exactly the same, I'd say that there is no real impact to the speed from a practical point of view with the cover on. Whatever Parts4Star made this cover from, it certainly has no impact to the signal strength, and this genuinely surprised me because I thought we were definitely going to see slower download speeds. So who is this mount for, and is it the right mount for you? In my view, this mount is made for Starlink Mini users who don't necessarily have or want a fixed mounting position, but need to both protect the Starlink dish from damage and have versatility in mounting it easily and quickly wherever they like. For example, somebody who doesn't have a dedicated camping vehicle or dedicated travel setup and wants to use the Starlink Mini as needed, even in a rental vehicle during a road trip. Or alternatively, somebody who has a lot of different setups and they need the versatility to move the Starlink easily and quickly between them, from your car to your RV, then to your boat or to a tent, etc. Just take it out of the storage bag, put on the required mounting system, and stick it onto wherever you want to mount it. The cover doesn't even need to be mounted anywhere, to be honest. It works perfectly fine on a tripod just to give your Starlink Mini a little bit of protection. I also absolutely love the fact that the mount works with a battery, because that means you can really retain all the versatility of the Starlink Mini and use it anywhere you like. However, even though it is certainly durable and strong enough to live outside permanently because it's made out of that ASA polymer, I definitely wouldn't recommend using this system as a permanent fixed mount, and that's purely from a security perspective. By design, it's made to be portable, that's why it has a carry handle, and because of that there is no theft protection. It's easy for somebody to just pick it up and walk away. So it's more the kind of system you mount for a trip and then you put it away when you come back. And the Parts4Star Starlink Mini Heavy Duty Release Mount will do that job perfectly. If you are interested in learning more about this product, affiliate links and the discount code are in the description below as well as on the screen for you to scan, so that way you can get the best possible price and support me and the channel at the same time. Let me know in the comments below, what are you currently using to mount your Starlink Mini and how have you been finding it? Finally, be sure to check out my dedicated Starlink playlist for other videos and reviews that might be of interest. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ow. Yeah, that's not going anywhere.